the thing is, because culture was assumed, not architect, today, look at somebody next to you and say, you are going to be an architect starting today. Look at somebody next to you and say, well, you are an architect. You're going to be an architect. And for those of them, look at them again that don't understand what you're talking about, say that means you're going to build something. Go on, just say that. What does that mean? You're going to be an architect. You're going to build something. You know what I mean? You know, so I see some of you work for, and so what we got to realize this is going to seem funny, y'all. Y'all are in human resources, and in the workplace we have humans. That may sound weird, but you know, we talk about humans. And so I think what I'm trying to communicate today is it doesn't matter who the human is. When they come into the workplace, they have a story. They have a situation, they have a scenario. And I'll tell you something, when we take the time to understand the uniqueness of each person, what it does is it gives us a perspective of that person's life. That person's, because listen, believe it or not, you all can probably agree with this, your life, well, it depends on the hours of the week you work, but your entire life is not work, is it? Don't say that quietly. It depends on the week, coach. You got a life outside of work. And so what people are bringing into the workplace is their life outside of work and their life inside of work. And so what I say when we talk about culture, it's not just even culture from just strictly a race or anything like that perspective. It's just culture in general. We all come from different walks of life. Every last one of us in here got a story. I bet if I had you stand up here, any one of you can tell us a story, and half of you might be in tears if you hear some of the stories, you know, our competitive advantage. It really is. You know, high-performing organizations aren't built by accident. You just don't stumble into a high-performing organization. Have any of y'all done that? You know, hey, boom, 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 hey, it's high-performing in here. You know, no. I mean, because you don't have to. But I always say this: either we operate in intentionality, or we will operate in chaos. So to be intentional about, you know, the way we interact with people is important. Because when you talk about culture, you know, and you look at what the research is saying, it says that engagement rises when we make culture an issue. People bring their full efforts when they believe in environments around them. They bring their full effort. Turnover drops. All right, you don't see as much turnover when we focus on culture. Talented people stay when they feel valued, respected, and connected to purpose. Okay, all right. All right, productivity climbs. I'm sure y'all know that that's true. You know, clarity and trust removes friction and translates directly to output. A strong culture builds the psychological safety teams need to take smart risks. So when we talk about building a culture, we need to think about that. It's going to impact engagement, it's going to impact turnover, it's going to impact productivity, and it also strengthens. All right, we got some multi-billion-dollar product that I didn't make any money off of. Abbott got rich, but you know, but we were big on that, you know, from the corporate perspective. So what do y'all talk about? Like, what are some of the things, ideas? Yes, sir. You gave from my favorite state to Arizona. I love Arizona, but go ahead.
Yeah. So I shared a couple. I shared a couple ideas with Sandy, but I really like what she shared with me of when people are coming and talking to you,
Yeah.
They want advice or they have a challenge or whatever it is, taking the time to sit there.
Yes.
So it's one-on-one connection.
Big time. Yeah, let's give my hand up. Good job, man. And you know what? Okay, thank you as well. You know why that's important? Please write this down. People post-pandemic are different than people pre. Yeah. Please write that down. It's the truth. That's why I'm writing this book, Post-Pandemic Leadership, to keep to effective recruitment and retention, because people are still trying to lead people like it was 7 years ago. We are not the same anymore. Yes, ma'am. Please do.
I think a lot of times people just want to be heard.
Yes.
Or they just want to get something off their chest.
Yes.
And want to feel valued.
Yes.
Using your words.
Yep.